to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand, but my knees go weak.
Dope, so dope spirits. I have not made a video and I don't know how long. Okay, let's get into it. Obsession oil. My last video, I think somebody asked for an obsession spell, and usually people ask me how the heck do you use it. So we're gonna get into. So there are 2 ways you can use obsession oil. Okay, now if you want to become more obsessed with yourself, more in love with yourself, boom, cool. But then you got the people that want the obsession oil, and you know they want some more attention. They want to attract more people to them. They want that energy, like, oh my God, get off my back. Why are you on my body? See, that's how delusional you gotta sound. Anywho, let's discuss why you would rather do an attraction spell than a love spell. Okay, a love spell, you are more messing with somebody's free will. Okay, so that's beyond attracting somebody's qualities. Now, you can work on self-love and attract whoever you want. The more you work on self-love and you really you get into that frequency of self-love, you're gonna attract that person. You want to attract so many people, you're not even gonna want the person that you think you want to do a love spell on. You're not even gonna want them no more, because your frequency is on a different level. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is just a little attraction spell. Now, I've done this 2 times. It's gonna be my 3rd time. Lord have mercy. The first 2 times I only had to do it twice because they came, the qualities within they came, but you got to be very detailed, because what you do not put on the parchment paper, they're still going to come, okay? So all the qualities, you really want to sit down and act like you in Build-A-Bear workshop. You building a man, or you building a woman, okay? You building this person. So you really want to sit and think, what type of person do I want to attract into my life? This is the most important part, is what you write on that piece of parchment paper. I usually use a 7-day red candle, but I done ran out of my 7-day candles, so we're going to go with this gentleman right here, okay? We're going to go with him right here. Now, if you have a person in mind, you can actually carve their name in here. That's on you. But you could maybe garner, just in case you got somebody in mind. So all my spells I usually do with a 7-day candle, but since I don't got no 7-day candles right now, because I've been going through candles I'm going to use him. That's what we're going to use. This is going to represent the person that's going to come in the door of opportunities, okay? Now, we know plants have their own energy, which is why plant magic is chef kisses. Get into some plants. Get into it. So what you dress your candle with is as important as your intention is. So we got lavender. Oh, my good God almighty. We got hibiscus, and we got rose petals. Roses is a must in attraction or self-love work. Regardless of if you're doing attraction or self-love, you can still follow this the same way. Your intentions would just be different. So now we're going to dress him. This could get a little bit messy, just a little bit, because you want him to be dressed up in the herbs. So yeah, you're going to put the obsession oil on, okay? Obsession oil already has its own intent and energy. So you just going to soak him up in it. Just soak him up in it. Or whatever candle you're doing, you just, okay? You just get in that bad boy. That's what you're doing. You want it wet so the herbs can stick, obviously. And if you're doing a regular 7-day candle, you just carve a circle or carve a heart, and you put the oil in that, in what you carve. Okay? He looking moist. He looking real moist. Now you just put the herbs on top of him. I'm going to show y'all once I finish. I'm going to come back. I'm going to just sprinkle the herbs on. Now, this part is also important, because as you're touching the herbs, you are repeating in your head, okay, that you're a magnet. You are attracting, who you want, when you want. Everything you desire is coming your way. These are the things you want to keep repeating in your head while you're sprinkling the herbs on, while you're putting the oil on the candle, while you're doing this, while you're doing that. Every step, you're setting the intention in your head. If you're the type of person you got to say it out loud, say it out loud. Make it very known that you are a magnet. You get who you want when you want them. Like, you going in on this point. You know, you... All right? That's what you're going to do. So while you're, you know, da-da-da, in your head, okay? That's what you're going to do. You basically want him to look like that, okay? Just herbs stressed upon him. Now I'm going to add a powder. Now, if you don't have all of these tools, make do with what you got. I'm going to do the best with what I got. All right? Do the best with what you got. As you can see, there's herbs in the conjure oil. So this is already charged with certain properties already. So just by you dressing it with this, you're good. I just like to be extra, and that's just what I like to do. Now I'm going to add in some love powder, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add in some love powder. Now, don't forget to implement incense into your rituals. Whether you're working with divination, protection work, love work, anything, you want to add incense that goes with that energy raw. You can manifest with incense. Oh my good God. This right here, love and sex. Love and sex. That's the incense I'm gonna light in the room. Get us in the zone. Okay? So I'm going to light that, and I'm going to have this lit while I am writing on the parchment paper. Now, what am I going to put on the parchment paper? All of the qualities you want within a person. It's that simple. You want somebody that has communication skills. Make sure they got comprehension skills as well, okay? You can have somebody that makes you feel safe, but they can also be the type of person that makes others not feel safe. You know what I mean? And not in a way that it's like a protecting type of way, but it's like you want that person to make you feel safe, but you also want somebody that's not rude to the waitress, or you know what I mean? Like, you want somebody that's sweet to you, but you also don't want somebody that's an a-hole to everybody else. I mean, if that's what you want, that's your business. But just be mindful. Everything you put on here, you want to think of, you know, the background noise that you might not really pay attention to. A parchment paper time. Everything you want within a person, you write on this piece of paper. Everything, all the qualities, what can they provide you? Everything that you want somebody to come to the table with. If you want somebody with no kids, write that bad boy down, baby. Okay? You want somebody with locks? You want somebody that's secure? That is, I'm not going to say obsessed with you. See, because everybody's view of obsession is not always good. Like, some obsession going to end up in a restraining order. So I'm not going to say obsessed, but all about you and for you, write that down. Can communicate, has comprehension skills, loves to listen to you. You just go in. If you really want to get into it, write a doggone novel. You know what I mean? If you really want to get into it, if your imagination is like that, I mean, go to the back of the page if you have to. But all the qualities you want within a person, list them. Be as detailed as possible. Try not to miss out on, you know, key things that you might regret later, because what you write down is going to come to you, okay? And for the love of everything in me, I'm begging you, put on that piece of paper, loving. Because let me tell you something. When people contact me, a lot of times when they want somebody back, or they want their ex back, they want to do some sort of love spell, they're trying to attract somebody back that don't even like them. Put on that piece of paper somebody that love you, baby. Because I can understand if you're trying to attract somebody back and you did the wrong, you messed up, you know, it was on you. But if this person is somebody that don't even like you, baby, put on that piece of paper, loving, okay? Please. Sorry, y'all. My dog is going crazy because somebody's in the front yard. But the one thing I probably always forgot, the first 2 times I did this, is write down the love language I want to attract. And when you're doing spells, you're not really thinking about it until you attract exactly what you asked for. So it's like if your love language is quality time and you attract somebody with words of affirmation, you're going to be complaining. And no, why are you complaining about who you attracted because that's what you wrote down? No, make sure you focus on the things you truly, truly want. So if the love language for you that makes you happy is quality time, write that bad boy down on a piece of paper, okay? Don't forget it. And that is also the beauty of dating. Like, if you do this spell and you attract this person, and oh, that's a quality I don't really like, and it's something that you can't get jiggy with, you come back, start from scratch. And that's okay. Like, sometimes with spell work, with the rituals, you got to come back to it and do it better and do it better until you perfect it. Like, that's just what it is. After you're done with your parchment paper, you're going to do the same thing that you did to your candle. You're going to put some oil on that bad boy. You are going to, I like to put herbs on my, ooh, the, what's the called development? Dress it the same way. I put the herbs, I put, the powder on it, the whole shebang. Anytime you want to attract something to you, you bring it forward. Anytime you want to drive something away, you fold it away. I like to do everything in threes. 3 different herbs. Fold it 3 times. I'm going to do it 3 times again. And this is going to sit under your candle until your candle is burnt out. That's just how I do it. I wait until it's burnt out. So what I would do is light this on top. Once I am done, like, I'll probably light it in a bowl. Once it is completely out, I will grab the parchment paper, burn it. Now with the ashes, you do what you want to do. I just forgot, like, I just put mine out. I don't really do anything with it. But a lot of people take their ashes, they might sprinkle it in a front door. You want this person to come through your door. You want this right to your doorstep. Some people might sprinkle it into a mojo bag. If you're doing an attraction mojo bag, sprinkle it in that boy. Under the pillow. You attract a lot when you're sleeping. Bury it in your yard. I'm telling you, this is your magic. How you want to do things is how you do things. If you want to switch things up with this ritual, you do that. Okay, so that is all for that. And as far as the wait time, let me tell you something. When I did this, the first 2 times I did this, under a month. I think one of them was even like within 2 weeks. Like, you just know when you attract this person, you know it's going to scream to you, oh, I manifested this. Like, this is the person I've been asking for. Like, this is what I've been manifesting. So you're not going to question it. Whenever you're doing spell work, you're going to know if it worked. Some people might actually have to do like a road opener or some sort of uncrossing work, unhexing spell or something like that. Like, if you have blockages, especially in your love life, a lot of people don't understand that your spell work may not work because you are blocked. You might have, people doing juju on you, on your love life. If you got bad luck in love, bad luck in finances, bad luck, period, there could be something on you. So you might have to do other spell work, like a road opening, something to clear, your blockages, or an unhexing spell before you try to do attraction spells or money spells or any type of spell work. You want to cleanse yourself. So there's not really a time frame on when this is going to work. You'll just know if it works. You'll know. I think the next thing I'm going to do on here is an upgraded money spell. Get that money, honey. So, yes, I'm going to be active. I say this every time. I say this every doggone time. But I have to make it official this time because my business is growing. It's expanding. And I'm so proud of me. So proud of me. Sometimes you got to... Good job, girl. You got to pat yourself on the back. You do. The only difference between this and a self-love ritual is the qualities on the piece of paper. Like, when you attract somebody, you're just going to talk about how much you love yourself. You're going to talk about all the things you love within yourself, what is beautiful about you, what makes you special, what makes you amazing, you just want to go ham talking about yourself instead of talking about a partner that you want to attract. So with a self-love ritual, you could do this more than one time. You could do this every week. You could do it twice a week. You could do it 500 times in a month. It's really up to you. With self-love, that's the best frequency. The best frequency to manifest with, like, self-love. This incense is making me real sleepy. Like, I'll be in a trance when I be having incense going. But that is it. I gotta get to orders now. But I do want to say I will be having bracelets added today. Probably not today. What's today? I don't even think I'm uploading this today. But link in bio. Okay, we got some dope crystal bracelets. Dope soul, dope spirit. See you later.
On my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name.